Previously on American Truck Simulator. Oh my god. Let's press the F3 here because this is my as I say, my name, ridiculous and stupid, is coming into play here. This is amazing. I'm loving it. It's working. Let's press the F key for the hazard lights. We got hazards on. This is working. It's working. Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So, this week we're it's been a while actually since I played this one. I hadn't realised I'd done 2 weeks worth of a Bus Simulator 18. I kind of got a bit obsessed with the trying to complete elements of it. So we're kind of looking for a little job, I think, around here. I can't remember if we were looking any particular place. I think we were trying to finish off Texas. We've only got 1, 2, 3 places to go. Huntsville, Odessa, and this Dalhart. Or Dalhart? Dalhart? Yeah, I'm going to go with Dalhart. Anyway, so we basically need a journey realistically to Huntsville, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a run to there. We haven't got quite enough money at the moment. We're really sort of struggling here. I need more drivers and I need more things going on, but I can't really take any more loans out without sort of pushing the company to sort of breaking point, I guess, with the returns on it. So although we've got one driver at the moment, our of course Daniel Radcliffe here, he's a busy boy. We upgraded his truck the other day though to a sleeper so he can do longer journeys, so hopefully Daniel will start generating us some more money than he is at the moment. So Daniel's doing his bit, I'm doing my bit. I'm making a lot more money per mile than he is, but we're both doing a little bit to try and boost the revenue that's coming in. We've both got a sleeper now at this point, so let's have a little look and see what we can find on the old job market. Stop before we go any further, I need to show you this. So this is the Midnight Express. It's a Kenworth, and I'm not saying it correct. I'm saying correctly now. Kenworth truck, and it's back from when I was a kid. I had one of these when I was a kid, when I was like really small. Like I'm actually holding my hand out and sort of lifting my hand up and down. It was like really small when I was a teenage boy, I think it was. I had this one. I was kind of keen on it. It was one of those things. I think a lot of people had these in the UK. It was one of those sort of selections that came out. I think it did come out in the US as well, but as I had this one, I remember being very happy that I'd actually got that one. And once I showed it the other day, everybody went, "Yeah, I had one of those too." So if you had one of those, do subscribe, whatever you do, people do. Anyway, right, let's get going. Let's find some trucks things. We need to go from here. We need to go to Huntsville. That's what we desperately need, a Huntsville run. Brownsville. Oh, there's not going to be a Huntsville, is there? Of course there isn't. It'll be too difficult for Divas of Huntsville because we need a Huntsville. There is one to Odessa though, but it's about a million squillion miles away. I say that, it's not actually a million squillion miles away, but it's 9 hours and 52 minutes away. It's quite a hefty run. Is there nothing that's closer? That's going not far away. Lufkin, Beaumont, Victoria, where I am to where I am. Been a long week, so I'm looking for a little bit of a shorter run. I'll be honest. I'm looking for look at that. Starts there, ends there. It's ridiculous, that one. Big one there though. Quite fancy a little bit of a challenging one actually, to be honest with you. Nice heavy load, that one. Articulated, it's high value, it's an important delivery, it's got to be there sort of fairly quickly. It's heavy, and it's, as I say, articulated. I'm quite tempted to do that one because they're quite good fun. So that's the wheel loader Volvo. This is actually part of the add-ons. If you can buy the Volvo construction pack, I think it's only about £3 or about. I guess that's about $4 or $5, is it? Something like that, but it's pretty cheap, and sometimes it'll sale as well, so it's well worth looking at. I think I'm going to go with this one, Beaumont or Beaumont. I guess people say it differently depending on where you're going to. I had somebody say the place I you know, that I'm working at the other day, and it was completely wrong. It didn't sound right at all. Anyway, let's go find this one and let's go do that job. I think it starts us there if we've got a heavy load. That's very much like the truck I just showed you, wasn't it? The Kenworth 100 W90 Limited. I really want one of them now. Kenworth. Yeah, it's definitely like that, isn't it? That's very much like the truck that I just showed you. That's amazing, that is. That's quite surprised that that's there. Look at the windows at the top, so you've got like cabin space at the back. That's pretty cool. I think this is a free download, isn't it, that you get as an add-on. It's a free sort of add-on of the whole thing. Right, let's jump in the truck. Oh, I think it's still loading. Yep, it's loading in. It does that sometimes. Has a little load. Oh look, there's my sat nav in the middle of the screen. I do like this truck. It's kind of a comfy. I'll be honest. I think this is a comfy truck. It feels a comfortable truck. I do still like the front end of it though. I think it's quite kind of cool. Right. Anyway, let's go. So we're heading out sat nav down bottom right hand corner. We basically follow it sat nav. The speed we're doing is 16 miles per hour, 13, 14, 16 miles per hour. Automatic 5 is the gear we're in, starting off gear. Go for it. Automatic 7 now we're in, and then the next along there, bottom right on the top of that screen there, is the truck itself. That's the amount of damage that the truck has sustained, which is minimal realistically. I remember that train track the other week when I was hoping that somebody would actually smash into it, and nobody did. I think I can go because I can turn on a right. I can clear it as long as it's clear. I can turn on this. Yeah, there you go. I can clear. I can turn on it. Anyway, so and then we've got the bed, which slowly. Then we've got the fuel, followed by the bed, which slowly goes. I'm kind of looking down at it, but it's going to move, isn't it, like that? But then we've got the bed. Fuel, followed by the bed, which slowly goes blue and then finally goes red. And then, of course, I am absolutely in trouble because of the truth of the matter is it's going to make me fall asleep at the wheel, and then I'm going to crash into something. I don't think I fell asleep at the wheel on the American Truck Simulator as much as the European one, simply because I think the Americans can travel longer. You've got more hours, and I guess by default more fatigue. What's that car doing? Oh, he's turning on a red. That's all right. It's fine. Anyway, then we've got the envelope, which is really underused. Nobody uses it. I even forgot to mention it in my last video on the Euro Truck Simulator. And then we've got the time, which is 6:06 a.m. And then below that, we've got our destination, which is going to be. We're going to get in at 6:37. I wouldn't help if I steered. 6:37 a.m. And it's 23 miles away and 27 minutes away, so not far at all, to be honest with you. I've got to go onto the highway like that. I'm on. It's a big old brute, this thing. Good, lovely truck for hauling. I'm quite. Yeah, moved over. Getting some speed up here along the way. Lovely. Beautiful. 70 miles per hour the speed limit. It's a nice morning. It always looks thin for me, the back of that, because it kind of the way it sits up, look, on the cabin. Kind of looks thin. Do you not? I think so anyway. It looks weird. I guess it's to take some of the bounce out of the whole thing. That's not the word. Suspension is the whole thing, I mean. Some of this to make it more comfortable as a cab. It always just looks thin though. It's like somebody, a lady with a lot of bosom and a very thin waist. That's what it's like. See what I mean? Kind of top heavy. Yeah. Oh, it's just changed. I missed it. I missed the opportunity to do that. Take your skills. What's that about taking my skills over there? Take your skills. Apply for jobs or something similar. Is that SchneiderJobs.com? Apply at SchneiderJobs.com. Yeah, it's got it's kind of got a gap underneath it. Look. I'm guessing it's a bouncy sort of cab, so it's comfortable. I do like this game. It's a nice game. It's a good game. Really good game. Really enjoyable. I hope I've actually put those pictures on the screen, by the way, or the picture of the Midnight Express on the screen. If I haven't, it will be on. It will be on the YouTube social media element of it. I like to put them on there so that people can see them, and I also put them on Twitter. Not that I actually bother much. Well, I bother with Twitter, but I don't really bother with Twitter since Mr. Musk has taken ownership. Basically, if you don't pay for his stupid tick thing, your account barely gets seen by anybody, which is pretty crappy, but I suppose it's his toy and he can do whatever he likes with it. I remember somebody reading somewhere that one of the developers of some of the other platforms out there called it an own goal because basically he basically has cost himself his subscribers and his base as a result of his shenanigans. There's a good word for you, shenanigans. Right, okay, here we go. Gate's going to open. Lovely. We're going over there, look. We're over there. You see it over there? We're going to go over there and we're going to get our load. Let's go get our load. 6:40 a.m. And we're going to take a load to Beaumont. Whatever it's called. Which one is it? Is it the Bew or the Mont? Or Beaumont? Bow. Like Bobo. Bow. The bow. Oh, I'm just making it up. Here we go. Right, okay. We're taking this to Victoria. Let's grab this. I think we're capable of taking this. I'm not worried about this. It's a heavy load, but I think we're capable. I've taken heavier. It's always a good laugh when we take something that's far too heavy for me. Where is it stashed? Oh, it's over there. It's over there. It's over there. Right, okay. Let's go round. Let's have a little look. This is going to be interesting. Right, I don't know if we can get out. Right, I was going to try and go out through the... You know what, though? They block exits. Look at this. So they've put a forklift truck and a thing in the other one. So there's only one way out, which is the way I'm kind of facing, which is going to be interesting because that's going to be a hell of a tight turn coming out of there. I mean, it's clearly possible, but it is going to be a tight one. Yeah, it's going to be a tight one, that. Plenty of axles on this thing, though, to change around. So, okay, let's kind of bring this around a little bit, and let's do the rundown of the old locking the two things into place. So, right in the middle there, we have our fifth wheel, and under there, he says, moving around a bit, is the pin. You can see the little bit dangling down. We have to put those two things together, and the reason we put those two things together very accurately is that I have what's known as advanced coupling turned on. Am I making a mistake here? What? Nah, it's not going to go on. Right. Advanced coupling is turned on, which basically means I have to get the two things to work together, because it's actually more fun that way. It's a good way of playing the game. If you want an entertaining way of playing the game, you make sure you got the advanced coupling turned on. Adds a little bit of enjoyment to the whole thing, something you might not normally do. There's going to be like 4,000 sort of adjustments here for me at this point. There we go. 4 million adjustments later. I'm just going to check how far I am away from that. I am going to drive a little further forward. Inching forward here, inching forward. Oh God, gone the wrong way. Back. Oh, it's miles away. For all that inching forward, I managed to basically cause myself nothing but grief there. Right, okay. And we're at it again. What I think is cowboy music? Probably not. Oh, I've got it. It's crap positioning, but I've got it. Right, let's make this disappear and let's press T for trailer. But that's us on. T for the trailer. I noticed that it all appears again when you press T. That is very cool though. Look at that. It's beautiful. Right, let's jump in the old truck and let's turn us around. Oh god, this is gonna be tight. I'm already adjusting it, the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Right, straight to the wall. Straight to the wall. Somebody parked it this way in the first place. It's got to be possible to get it out this way. Must be possible to get it out this way. Yep, I think we are. If I keep going straight along here now, that should pull it straight along there. I think this is the general gist of it. We are in a position to get out of here. I love the red flag on the back of it. They used to. Do you remember was it? I don't know which country was it. Was it the United Kingdom that used to do this? I don't know whether it's the good old Great Britain or whether it was the US, but there was a flag man who used to walk in front of vehicles years ago to keep them going slowly through towns. Pretty sure there was. I can't remember what country that was. It was just to delay the speed of people coming out of places. Let's come on through here. Oh, I'm loving it. I love the sugar. Oh, I almost had it, peoples. I've got the tire of the thing stuck. That's fine. We're just going to bring it this way, and then we're going to try and bring it straight. But I was loving that for a second there. I was loving life. I was loving that sort of coming through the driving through. Oh, that's millimeters. Loving it. Love it. Better pull this over before I wipe out his back of his van, his truck. And his pickup there. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. It's a glorious morning. We're taking a huge load. We're on the road. We're on the road. Loving it. Just taking the route across the grass. Don't even care. I love this soundtrack as well, by the way. I know as I say, it's almost kitsch to do so, but I do like it. I do like a bit of sort of, I don't know, bit of country. I think, you know something, I genuinely must have watched far too many sort of country sort of movies. Sort of, by country I mean sort of westerns. I think I've probably watched far too many as a kid. That's probably why I've got kind of a love for it. So my grandfather certainly loved a spaghetti western. That was one of his big things. He was a big Clint Eastwood fan. His favourite movie was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is a fantastic movie. And I, to be honest, a lot of those movies hold up quite well today. They were strongly written with strong sort of storylines, and they were good. They were good for the time, and they certainly do hold up now. Look at that truck. That's cool. It's one of them Ford ones. I think there's Ford ones. I always hear about Fords being like proper strong trucks that kind of last forever. Here we go. I'm going to come across here. I'll take it nice and wide. Don't want to run to Mr. Pizza House. Actually, quite hungry today. Had a bit of a long day today. I think I said this previously. Had a long day today. Forgot to eat at lunchtime. Yeah, you'd think that would be a thing, but I always have breakfast. I'm always a breakfast person, and I just genuinely just forgot to do the whole eating thing today. Look at that, it's brilliant, isn't it? 190 miles, 3 hours and 18 minutes. I've got a Volvo excavator, was it, or something similar? Looks like it, or digger of some sort. It's kind of cool. I was near a forestry place today. I love going to past forestry places. It was They do sort of heavy machinery. I think I've discussed these before. There's just another one by John Deere Forestry. Amazing, fantastic stuff. I know. They were years ago. They were a customer of mine, and they used to have a full forestry machinery simulator, so you could sit in it and theoretically experience what it was like to drive some of this large heavy machinery, and it gave you experience, but like, you know, when you do the sort of I think years ago you used to be able to play Flight Simulator, and it would count towards your hours of driving things, and this simulator did that, I think, for the things that they were doing. It was a way to sort of teach people what they were looking at, what handles were there, and that experience beforehand, before the whole thing. This is going very slowly. I mean, I'm not enjoying this. Come on. Oh, I got frustrated the other day, though. I think I don't know if I said, but I got frustrated the other day. I was heading out of my own town round to the motorway, and there was just this stupid flow of people going across the road, and they were all kind of flowing to the same lane. Yet there was other lanes you could have used, and I got really frustrated. And it was one of those things where I needed to be early where I was going, because I was getting my, we've discussed my back, and my back's been a factor for a number of times last year, and I was going to get my back sorted, or back sort of chiropractor, and shift it around again, and sort of make me feel a bit more comfortable, because I kind of go every sort of 5 to 6 weeks nowadays, and I got it told off because I've been misbehaving. I haven't been doing enough exercise. I sat far too long. She told me off because on Saturday morning I'd done a whole 145 steps. I'd basically come downstairs, gone to the loo, and gone and sat down again. And she told me off because I've got to keep moving regularly, otherwise my back's going to be bad. And she spent half the session on my left hand side and moving it around, and I kept going, ow, ow. And she said, "Yes, you've not been looking after it." Oh God! I nearly ended up in the back of the ambulance. Not been looking after it. I've not been doing enough exercise, so I'm in the bad books. I won't be forever, but I was in the bad books for that. So 7:14 a.m. We've still got 3 hours and 16 minutes to go. It'll be nice to actually hit the interstate, and then we'll get moving properly. Oh, that was fun. Zoomed in and out, and it kind of flew through the bridge. 20 feet and 0 inches. Watch us fly through the bridge again. Look at that. Let's go. That bus is turning on. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? Turning on a signal. Oh, I'm going. I'm away. I'm already over. You can just all wait. Nobody drive forward, whatever you do, because you're going to end up smushed. I'm not sure that's a terminology, but we're going to use it anyway. Getting a bit smushed. Right, we're going to head up onto the highway here. And we're on to Highway 59. Can't remember what the odds and evens are again. I have a feeling evens go up and down and odds go left to right, or right to left, one of the two. Pretty convinced that's the case. I need to move over. Yeah, you really don't want to be in the way of me with my 70,000 tons, 70,000 pounds worth of heavy machinery. Glorious. Glorious day. Glorious drive. Beautiful. Shadows on the road. Everything for farm country or something similar, it says there. I'm sure it's already said. Something like that. Look at that farm. Oh, I love a good drive.
Go straight on.
It's beautiful. I want a train to come past, though. I really do. I want one to come shooting down the tracks. So tuck down the sides there. Just come alongside us. It'd be brilliant, that, wouldn't it? There's a truck right beside me, by the way. to the mirror. I can see them in the front mirrors there. Look at this. Look at that. There's waterways. And the one in the middle there. I wonder how deep the flooding comes, because there must be flooding from that. It obviously doesn't cover the road. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Kind of wondering now. I missed the name of the river there. It's a river though. Definitely a river. Very brown looking river. It's where they kind of move around, don't they, and swirl instead of being sort of... And is it sort of sunlight as well? That's a major factor on it, if you've got enough sunlight beating down on it? And you're saying that, I don't think Texas is without its sunlight. I guess it's the amount of moving around and mud that's in it. I guess. Never understood why some water's blue and some's brown, actually. I'm sure somebody can tell me. If you know in the comments, put it down, please. Because I don't know that one. I don't know why some water's brown and some water's clear. But sometimes it's clear as well, isn't it? Must be to do with how it's disturbed, the dirt on the bottom of it. I don't have to talk some crap, don't I? You have to listen to me discussing things. There's a nice food stop coming up, surely. We're discussing all kinds of, nonsense that springs into my head. And it very much does. It just springs into my head, this nonsense. There's a Jeep in front there. It's really getting behind that car in front of us. Look at that red truck on the side of the road. Look at that. Beautiful. International, I think. Probably. Not like my LoneStar with its chrome front bumper. Please pull in for inspection at the nearby weigh station. I can't bypass it. Damn. So I've got to pull in at this weigh station. Yeah, that wasn't clever. That car in front of me, that van in front of me, just really slowed off. Right, 2 hours and 15 minutes still to go. It's turned into a very long drive. It should have been a shorter drive than this, but it's been turned into a very long drive. It's been enjoyable, but it's been turned into a long drive. It should have been a lot simpler than this. We should have... oh, here we go. Here we go on this side. The weigh station. I can't bypass it. Stop on the scales. I will stop on the scales. 12 miles an hour. Beautiful. There we go. And stop. Enter to pass the inspection. 126,828. Now pass the inspection. Brilliant. There's a lot of scale. A lot of weight on that scales. 3 miles per hour on the scales. Lovely. Let's get out of here. 125 miles, 2 hours and 10. I'm speeding a little bit. Police car there. Cruiser. Little cruiser. Hiding away. Could do 75 now. Thank you very much. I will rejoin the highway. Speed limit 60 it says on there. I don't know why it's 60. I suppose because you're going through this part, aren't you? Like a slow acceleration to it all. I like those pylons. They're kind of cool. Oh. I like the little town, actually. I like that. Sort of bizarrely little town that's just out of nowhere. That's kind of like. I quite like that. It's the imagery like this that I always think it's amazing, because there's a lot of wide open space in the States. The UK really just isn't. You don't have to go very far to find anybody. The closest you probably get is if you're in somewhere like Scotland or possibly Wales. You don't. Then there's a lot less people. There's a weird lane in the middle there. What's that like? Why is he in that lane? How does that work? How do you end up in that lane? I'm on Interstate 66. Oh, you got to go up that bank thing there. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, so I don't know. We just don't have the wide open space. You can find places where people aren't, but there's still not miles and miles and miles. I mean, I went through about 10-15 miles worth of nowhere today, but by nowhere there was still somewhere. We're on did she say keep left? I think she did. She said keep left. So we're going to Interstate 45. Yeah. I left? Oh, hang on. Where am I going? This way. This way. Oh, shit. This way. I thought she said left. Must have been right. Well, that was close. Could have been nasty. Could have been nasty. Yeah, so you have to be going some to find some empty space, realistically. Large empty spaces, that is. Places where you're miles away from any kind of human being along the way. Always amazes me that Australia seems like such a small place on the map, you know, where they do this sort of scale map to sort of put it in there, but actually Australia is massive when you see it in real life. It's huge. There's a helicopter flying there, look. Massive. A bit of grass in the middle here. Going nice and slowly. 91 miles, 1 hour and 35 minutes. So we're making fair time. I'll be honest. We're not. I didn't expect it to be fast. Not with this load. I'm still on Interstate. Oh, I'm on Highway 59 now. I think. I don't know how that happened. We're just on and off. Convention Center of Houston. I've got to go to the next. I need to be over a lane, so I need to be over this way by the looks of things. 66.59. That's where I need to be. Oh, actually, I'm all right. Steak night. I don't have fancy a steak now. As I say, I missed my lunch today. I sort of forgot about it. I kind of one of the joys of being on the way that I've managed my calories over the years. One of the joys of that I've gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way. I've got to go off and come back again. That's not nice. One of the joys of the calories that I do nowadays is that I've just added a load of journey to my journey. Is that because I kind of manage the way that I eat, it's kind of easier to sort of if I miss something, I don't mind so much because I kind of eat regular sort of meals most of the time. So with a breakfast in me, I don't really mind it, to be honest. One of those things, though, you're kind of on it for life. You know, once you've been sort of controlling your calories, you kind of have to stick with it forever. Otherwise, you everything you've done kind of gets undone realistically. So it's a bit of a sad scenario realistically. But it doesn't mean you can't eat what you want. You can eat what you like. You just can't blow what you've too much. You know, can't do too much. Everything in moderation. That's what life's about. But I'm really hungry now, looking at things like munchies and all that. I think it's because I'm now my lunchtime is sort of caught up with the fact that I haven't had lunchtime. Right. Okay. Here's the off-ramp shortly. That's it there. And then we need to go up, off, round, back. So we've got to go to Hubble. LoneStar. That's what we've got. It's the future of something or other. Future of driving, maybe. I think I have to be careful here because there's other cars coming along. Yeah. And then I need to go. Then I need to go across here past Plugged. Exclusive collection of Plugged. PluggedSCS.com. Back down this one. This is the escape route. Checking the mirror because this is going to be tight. I'm going to go up the curb so I don't catch the truck. And come back down again. Oh, please don't crash into anybody. A strip mall. Oh, what's that? ATS Bank flashing away there, look. Keep left and exit left. Yes, I'm going to keep left.
Exit left.
Exit left. I am exiting left. We're going to go nice and wide, long and round. Take the articulated lorry for a little bit of a spin. Hardly going to be racing it though. I tell you what I watched recently. I haven't watched it in years. I watched The Fast and the Furious. The very first one from 2001. I can't believe that's 22 years old at this point. If you're watching this now in 2023, that is. 22 years old. I can't believe that. Quite liked the first one though. It was kind of a bit of a buddy movie, you know, the sort of the Paul Walker, Vin Diesel thing worked quite nicely actually. I quite enjoyed that. There's Beaumont or Beaumont here. I quite liked the dynamic between the two of them, to be honest. That was quite nice, that movie. I think they got a bit silly later on. Obviously, a lot of the other stuff was a bit stupid, but those early movies were actually all right. They were quite nice. Yeah, I'm staying left. I should listen to instructions more often. Minimum 30 miles per hour. Oh, minimum, not maximum. Get a bit of acceleration going. I don't really want to see what's going on behind me when I'm doing that. I'm sure it's very bad. Alright, we're getting out of town now. We're getting out of Houston. Could have almost said there, Houston, I have a problem, couldn't I? Could have gone with that. Was there a car underneath me there? Yes, there was. I smashed a car and left it dented in the middle of the road over there. Oops. Oh, I should have gone through that way because there's stuff to look at. Look. Damn you. What an idiot I am. I should have scooted underneath there and ticked that one off. That's what Hatman was saying to me, that I need to do more of the question marks, and I've not done a question mark there, and there was an opportunity to do a question mark and get straight back onto the interstate. It would have been easy. Slow down or pay. Yeah, I will pay if I do that. Yeah. I should have gone off the interstate there. I like the on and off ramps on American Truck Simulator. It quite often. I remember a mistake I made very early on in Euro Truck Simulator where I ended up going miles and miles out of my way for a mistake that I'd made, and it was just a stupid mistake. I'd missed a junction near Calais. I remember it well, and I ended up doing sort of 50 or 60 extra miles. So they took boats. Look at that. I wonder what they're fishing for. Do you think shrimp or something like that? Shrimp boats. There's a cell tower. That's what for your mobile phone or your cell. Official title that. I did smash into a car there, though. I feel pretty bad about that. Considering I'm not exactly rolling in dollars yet. 15,000 in the banks is barely going to keep me going, is it? Not gonna get rich on that one. I'm gonna roll down this hill here. And we're gonna make. We're on I-10, Interstate 10. I'm getting used to the terminology nowadays. Getting better at it. It's not been one of my regular videos, this one. As I say, last week I got sidetracked by the bus simulator. I need to move over here again. This one. You stay there. Yeah, we're gonna go that way. 24 miles to go, 31 minutes. It's been a fun drive. I've rather enjoyed it. It's been nice. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've had fun. I hope things have been nice. I've had a good week. It's just been a very tiring, long week for me. Sometimes that happens. I do wish I had more time for you all. In fact, I wish I had time for more videos on a regular basis. I'm really enjoying the long drive, which I've put one up this week because it was a bonus because it was the bank holiday weekend. That's been quite well received. And of course, I've wanted to do something called Under the Sand, which I've done a video for. Haven't put that out yet, but I have actually done a video for. I do want to do another one on it because I quite enjoyed it. It's very, very relaxed, chilled out, sort of long drive, but without the oddities of the long drive. Still a post-apocalyptic, theoretically sort of survival thing, but yeah, quite kind of good. So here we go, off at Liberty. Little Rose. Motel. It's okay. Got a little Rose Motel. Right, make sure I don't turn off at the wrong place here. I've done this before, and I won't do it this time round. I sometimes turn around there, and that's like a U-turn. Look at that, it's on the road as well. Never noticed that marked on the road there. How are they driving through the green still? Oh, right, now they're going. Right, okay, I've got to go this way. Yes or no? I've got to take it wide. I can't just drive through everything. Dear me. I've got an extremely long articulated load. I guess you know what reminded me there, Fast and the Furious, was these cars. That one in front of us there being that sort of Subaru type thing with those sort of you know, a fancy looking sort of spoilers and things like that. Never really fancied one of those, but I always fancied, and this tells you how old I am. I always fancied the Nissan Skyline. Now it's GTR, isn't it? It's called, but I always fancied the Nissan Skyline because it's one of the fastest sort of road cars you can get. But it was at the time anyway. Sort of, I always quite fancied that. It's just because it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like you have one of those kind of cars, and you can go really really fast, and it's quite impressive. But at the same time, you can take the kids to school or the pool or something similar. It's that kind of thing. It's not too flashy, but at the same time, it's extremely powerful. So there was a terminology for it. It's halo cars, wasn't it? That was terminology. You don't hear it very often nowadays, but it used to be the terminology. So for sort of that kind of vehicle that was sort of very very powerful, but but at the same time you could go take the kids down to the pool, or you could pick up your mates and go for a trip jaunt out somewhere. They were kind of doable. I'm loving the purple on that. That is cool. I like the purple on that. That's very, very cool. Oh, look, chicken wings. I love a bit of chicken. I love a bit of chicken. Right. Okay, we're almost there. Here's our turning here. I really, 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 really want to press the F key and push this thing out a bit. Because I can feel this is gonna be bad if I don't give myself a bit of a swing. Yep, they're opening. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna have a little look at where I'm coming through. I'm gonna come through straight as well here. That's it. Keep coming straight through here, because otherwise we're not gonna make it. It's going up the curb a little bit here, but I think we're good. I think I can pull straight now. No, maybe not. Yes. 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 Yes, we can. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I remember when I first drove one of these, made absolute hash of it. What a mistake it was. Did a terrible job with it. Got the hazard lights going, so we're good to go anyway. Let's trundle this thing in. Let's chuck it in. It's obviously getting scrapped. Or they maybe use it here to move the scrap around. They probably use it to move the scrap around. That'll be what it'll be. Right. Where do we need to be? Just over here. So not far away from where we currently are. Working scrapyard. Cool. Love scrapyards. Do you know something? I've kind of been lucky in my life that I've been able to experience many businesses. As somebody who works with businesses, I've been able to experience lots of different business, and I always find it very cool when you get an opportunity to see something, including things like scrapyards or factories and other things. I always think it's amazing. I love the opportunity to do those things. It's just really really good. Very nice. And a little bit further forward. Thought I was quite there. I didn't think I was quite not there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's another one of them next to me, isn't it? It's another one of them sort of bulldozery things that they've got there without the bucket on it. So it's not got the bucket on the back. So there's obviously a bucket going to go on there where the wooden bit is that it's put down. So you're going to put a bucket on there, and it's going to be another one of them for bulldozing the stuff around. That is very cool. Right, press T. Let's get rid of this cargo and let's unload it. Make it a little bit of cash. We're decoupling, and there we go. We've got a little bit of cash. Some more money in the old bank. Ranking is going up. Some experience. Whoop. Bit of experience. I'm still a workhorse. Let's have a little look at the career, just out of interest. We've got one. The last 2 weeks, imagine we haven't played it for the last 2 weeks, so we've got one late and one satisfactory. I'm not so worried about that. I love the fact that you've got a whole delivery thing. Wheel loader Volvo. That's the one we've done. Avalanche Steel. Excellent rating. Oh, pardon me. A little cough there. Right, okay, let's find somewhere to hold up for the night, even though we're not quite ready for that, but we'll find us to hold up for the night. Let's have a little look and see what we can find. We're right outside the place. There must be a place to stay. There's actually a garage there. I can't afford to buy a garage, though. Is there somewhere I can stay? There is a services there. That'll do nicely. It's 8 miles away. Let's get our truck and let's move on out. Let's move on out. What a lovely finish. Look at that. Fantastic. Amazing. With the working in the back. Amazing. Right, let's get out of here. And press that F key off. All the crushed vehicles. The shredded metal. Looks a bit dangerous, to be honest. You've got to be careful. You probably pop a tyre on here. Dunno. How you doing? Hello. He looks traumatised. Oh no, he's just sitting there. I thought for a minute there was traumatised. No, he's just having a rest. It's been a long day, I think. Truck headquarters off the road over there. I'd like to get more trucks, but we're not quite making the money yet. It looks like I've made the money for this episode, but our friend has not. Oh, come on. I'm going to push out because I'm naughty. Yeah, you can all wait. Look at this. Look at me pushing out. I'm a going. You don't want to mess with a truck this big. That's for sure. Okay. This road is properly busy. It's very busy indeed. Look at that. I need to change lanes in a minute as well. Oh, he's let me in. Ah! A Jeep coming underneath me. Hello, afternoon. How you doing? Doesn't look happy. There we go. That's a Kenworth behind us, I think, or is it an International? Or is it a Western Star? Something. It's a something. It's one of those. It's a truck. I just find this weird that this is balanced on two little struts at the back. It's maybe just me, but it just seems weird. So it's quite top heavy. There's a gap underneath it, look. Not all the cabs are like that. Mind you, to be fair, I think this is a particularly unique looking truck. I haven't seen many others that look quite as distinctive as this particular model. So we're going to hit the I-10. We're going to go right. Absolutely. Open 24 hours. This should be quite quiet to get onto it, actually. There we go. The Little Shepherds. What's that then? Is that a church or something? Possibly. Oh, Pete's house. Do you know what? I'm going to have to stop looking at food because I am getting quite hungry now. I do like food though. Everybody likes a bit of food. As I said, I missed my lunch, so I wasn't really bothered at that particular time, but now I've caught up kind of with my meals. I am ready for something to eat. You must hate watching these videos because I'm always hungry. It seems with these American sort of truck simulator ones. I always seem to be starving. You know, feed me, feed me, feed me. Not indicating any further. Underneath here and into the truck stop in a minute.
Turn left.
Look at that one there. Look at him go. A nice day cab. So weird that the day cab exists though in a I guess they're cheaper, but they are in my mind they're a strange one. Their existence kind of is, I think, is slightly odd. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that they're kind of I guess. Oh, I don't know. It just feels slightly odd. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Beep beep. There's a crack in the road there. Here we are. We're there. After a bit of dodgy manoeuvring. Plenty of diesel in there. The bed's half full, so I'm not quite needing a sleep yet. But I think... Oh, look at that rusty old house at the back there. Let's park down here then by the rusty old house. Yeah, apparently I can just park anywhere I like. I'm going to park by the rusty old house with the rusty old van by it. Whoa, hello. He's getting some diesel. Looking in the mirror. Yeah, I'm going to park it here. Past the rusty old van. So the rusty old truck, so he can still get out. That's some dodgy driving by me. I think I might get murdered here, but it'll be worth it because he's got a very rusty roof. So if there's any murdering going on, I'm kind of cool. I might pull level with this one here so that he can see me when I'm getting murdered. Yeah, that's definitely it. Definitely some murdering going on here today. Right, I'm gonna rest, but I think it'll be early evening by the time we wake up. Hopefully, if it's not, I'll put it more. I will rest again until morning. Our driver has got some money. Oh God, how much did he make? He's leveled up, but we've now got 40 grand in the bank. He must have made 22,000. Wow. Gonna sleep till morning. Perfect. That's perfect for our next episode. And I love it. I love it. I love the truck. Look like that. That's just so cool. I like that. Kind of like that. I'm not sure whether I want the video for the whole thing. That looks like the if you look at my Eurotruck video, that looks very much like the Scania that was on it. So I don't know if that was an American Scania or not. But if you look at the Eurotruck one, you can have a little look at the other truck that I put out. If not, you can always look at the link on my or the picture on my community page, which is there. I post a lot of rubbish on there, so I hope it doesn't disturb you with all the things that ping up. But anyway, I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye now.